Be proud of our heritage. May we with faith and courage aspire, build, advance as one people, one family. God bless our nation.
Good evening and welcome to our viewership to the Grenada National Stadium, where we are broadcasting the National Independence Calypso Competition 2021. Host Ryan the Riggs, y'all could call me Riggy. Tonight we have a cast of 10 very capable Calypso acts who are here to entertain you as well as to make their bid to become the 2021 Independence Calypso King. There are 5 judges in charge of overseeing the proceedings, and they will do so by considering the following criteria. Lyrics worth 30 points, melody worth 30 points, rendition worth 15 points, originality worth 15 points, and presentation worth 10 points, so a total of 100 points. The 5 judges tonight are Mr. Berkeley Brathwaite, Mistress Cordelia Ramdat Joseph, Mr. Peter L. Regis, Mr. Robert Francis, and our head judge, Mr. Kareem Alexis. All the artists tonight will be backed by the Back in Time Band. And if you are tuning into us streaming live, you are on one of the following platforms: GIS, Facebook and YouTube, Party Grenada, YouTube, Facebook pages of the National Celebrations Community, GBN, MTV, TNR Communication, Rampoon Radio New York, Mikey Live, Limeout Live, Party Grenada, Grenadian Culture, and Uncut Media. Now with that out of the way, I would like to introduce our first performer tonight. Our first performer tonight is Anthony Darius, also known as Young Sound. He grew up in the little village called Felix Park in St. Andrews. His love for music started at the age of 10, where he entered the Grenada Boys Secondary School. While attending the GBSS, Anthony and his friends formed a band in the village of Crowshoe called TR7, where he was one of the trumpet players. After being in the band for a few years, he migrated to New York, where he was a DJ for 15 years, after which he decided to become a Calypsonian. He has won the Soca Monarch in Brooklyn and has returned to Grenada, where he has won this Independence Calypso competition for 3 consecutive years. He has stayed out of competition for the past 10 years, and now he has returned with his rendition entitled Rebuilding Together. Let's welcome Anthony Darius, Young Sound, to the stage.
Good evening, viewers here at home and abroad. This evening, I would like to dedicate this performance to a stalwart, a good friend, a child of Grenada who gave his contribution through sports, through culture, and medicine. Dr. Trevor Friday, you went to the great beyond. May your soul rest in peace. I dedicate my performance tonight to you. Bandsman. Bam, 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 bam. Give me. Break with music, man. Give me again. Give me again. Nice music, right? There's something nice. Haha. Listen on. Although the road is rough, we got to show the world that we tough. We cannot sit back and let this country go down. We all got to lend a helping hand. I don't care who you supporting or who you voting. That is not relevant now to me. I just want us come together to build a safer Grenada. Make a nice bed for our children's future. Come on! So we brick by brick, we building nail by nail. We bonging together in this challenging time. Hand in hand, we work Okay, day by day. Stand, my good friend Black Stalin told me, never put party before country, political leaders and party supporters. Let us come together for one cause. Everybody, we building, we forming together in this challenging time. Hey, I say hand in hand, we walk it day by day. We striving to improve standard of living. Bring with me. Oh, you give me some fire, Nick. Give me some fire. Give me some flames on the life, man. Brooklyn, your boys here. Hey! Listen. We have been through some rough times before, and we came back on top before you know. So no matter how much bouncers like through, it's drive to the boundary for sure. We are a resilient people, no but struggle. So come let us oil the machine. There's no use for pulling and tugging, argument and finger pointing. Let's up your boots and let's start rebuilding. You know why? Brick by brick, we build it. Oi, 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 oi. Together in this challenging times, hey, hey. Hand in hand, we day by day, we striving. Listen what? So all nurses, doctors, lawyers, teachers, police officers and farmers also. Well, we need you know more than ever to help place the tiles on the floor. Sing with me. We building, we plugging together in this challenging time. Hey, hey. I say hand in hand, we walk it day by day. We striving to improve standard of living. Nice me up, my man. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. Give me some fire tonight, man. Hey. Although we're committing inside tonight, we all just want to make it right. Cause Grenada is our homeland, so everybody must stand firm. We know how to build it stronger, to live longer. Our people have to not come. Anybody do some lazy, we don't want to get it busy. Tonight we must make it easy. Come on! Call it brick by brick, we build it nail by nail. We walking together in this challenge. Hey, hey! We walking, we striving, we push and the love living. So now sit down, teachers, police officers and farmers also. Well, we need you know more than ever to help place the tiles on the floor. Everybody, sing this thing for me, people. Sing this thing for me, people. Why, yeah, yeah. Right. Tell me now. Are you bringing nice man? Bring me brass. Bring me brass. Listen. In this courageous time, we have to refocus our minds, because teamwork always make the dream work. So everybody come fall in line. We have to protect our borders, implement stringent laws, so this Vice Island could be safe. Once we do what we have to do, this virus could never get through. Sanitize and cover your face. Everybody! Right. What we say, what we say? I say, hand in hand, day by day, we striving. Brass, give me. One more bus. Take me look. As we celebrate our independence, we must ask God to please put a hand. Cause without him, nothing is possible. Remember that prayers move mountain. Don't mind what is your religion, a denomination. Once you are Grenadian, come chant a song. So test it, we put for vaccine. But boy, just remember something, that tonight young song will be the new king. So want you here? Yeah. And we say that not say, jump the thing. We walk it. All right, Palman give me. That's the culture nation. Nice, you bought it. Round of applause, give him some fire. Give him some flames on the life. I want to salute all the road workers, all the working in the stores, all the sanitation workers. Thank you very much. You did a real job. You are doing a good job in building this nation. Every worker in this country, everybody has made a contribution. Thank you very much. We love you, yeah? Give me some music. Give me some vibe. Give me some. Bring the brand. Yes. One more time. Never ask what your country can do for you, but instead ask what you can do for your country. Happy Independence, Grenada. May God bless us all.
A very special good afternoon, or maybe good morning. It depends on which part of the world you are right now. My name is Andre Don, located here at the National Stadium, together with Jester Noel. Just a very special good afternoon to you, because folks, we're bringing for you live, and that is the first virtual Independence Calypso Monarch. Jester, good afternoon. How are you doing?
Good afternoon, Andre, and good afternoon to the listeners and viewers of this virtual Independence Calypso Monarch, Andre, in very peculiar style because of COVID-19.
Well, it's most definitely, and you speak about peculiar, and the peculiarity has to also do with the time, because we don't have much time to quote unquote critique the artists. And the first artist on stage would have been Anthony Youngsong Darius. He would have won the crown, just that you would know history. He would have won the crown, I believe, about 3 times already.
3 consecutive occasions he did win. And now he's making a return after 10 years in 2021. What I pick up from Youngsong, he was very, very confident. You could have seen confidence glowing all over him. It's like somebody left that there for him and is coming back to just pick it up.
Well, yeah, what you have just said sort of give the indication that Youngsong was like the mighty sparrow. This crown is mine. Give me my crown, let me go with it. I left you all with it for about 10 years to make Manje Popot his minds come. I'm giving my crown and I'm going to go with it. Isn't that how he sounded?
Oh, yes, most definitely. If you put it in that way, that's exactly what I believe had transpired from his performance, Andre.
Definitely no stranger to the stage. He used the stage properly. Clarity was there. You heard exactly what he wanted to say. He did not have props that was going to disturb the message coming across. And that reminded me of what Youngsong really and truly stands for as an individual. I've known him for quite a number of years, more than 20 years I've known him, and he is one who gets direct to the point. And that exactly is what happened on stage here this evening.
Yes, Andre, from our point of view, however, the judges, they would be the one looking at the very critical aspects of the judging, really. But from our vantage point, I thought that he had a very good performance, and that he's actually a seasoned campaigner.
And just to let folks know that the judges for the show today, Karen Alexis, he's the head judge, Berkeley Brathwaite, Cordelia Ramdat Joseph, Peter Regis, and Robert Francis. And we are streaming live, of course, from the Grenada Cricket Stadium, the streaming platforms. We want to let you know, GIS Face channels, and also GIS YouTube and Facebook, and the Facebook page of the National Celebrations Committee. GBN should be also carrying this, MTV, TR Communications, Rampoon Radio, and that's in New York, Mikey Live, and Limeout Live. Those are all the different platforms that the show will be coming live. And we want to say to you a very special welcome to the first ever virtual Independence Calypso competition. We have had a competition virtually at this location before, Jester. That would have been last year when they had the Soca Monarch.
Soca Monarch.
Right, but this is the first national competition. I know we don't have much time, and I guess they're ready for us on stage with the next artist. Andre Donald, together with Jester Noel, we go stateside.
Alexis. Also judging tonight, Mr. Berkeley Braffett, Mistress Cordelia Ramdat Joseph, Mr. Peter L. Regis, and Mr. Robert Francis. Our second performer tonight is named Anthony Etienne. Stage name, Grenada Michael Jackson. Anthony Etienne, formerly known by Waterproof, has been a regular competitor in the Independence Calypso competition and has made it to the finals on many occasions. His highest finish was 3rd place on 2 different occasions and 4th position on a separate occasion. He's from Apertu St. David and now goes by the stage name Grenada Michael Jackson. Performing his song, Rebuilding Together, let's welcome Grenada Michael Jackson.
Uncle Gary has paved the way. Now we're building together with a strong leader.
Breaking news! All the breaking news! All eyes on NMP and NDC, green and yellow, as they make their way towards the red color on our national flag. Don't miss a moment. And they are stitching back themselves now. Look at the outcome. Look at the outcome. The flag is back together. Hip, hip, hip!
Oh, yeah! Hard work brings success. No pain, no gain.
Education and agriculture is the key, so let it be. Right now it's full unity. NNP and NEC, both of you all take off your jerseys and represent in national colors. Embrace each other, togetherness.
Protocol, protocol. Come and sanitize, come and sanitize. Let's protect ourselves to keep a safer nation.
Bandsman. Yeah. Hey! Woo! We get serious. So our nation we put in first. In the Almighty we put our trust. Yes, man. So right now nothing cannot stop us. Listen, enough is enough. We make our own Grenada. All hands on deck for the past, the present, and future. Man, we dot in the I's and we cross in the T's. So come on, my people, celebrate with me, please. Listen, we building together in this challenging times with a strong leader in these challenging times. We doing well, Grenada, in these challenging times. Forward ever, backward never, in these challenging times. Don't tell me about yellow, my brother. Don't tell me that green day over yonder. Man, we stitching back our flag and build Grenada. To be self-sufficient is we aim. So we working hard like a crane. I could see the confidence growing. Yes, man. Cause there is a lot of investing. Man, we keep on planting back nutmeg and cocoa. And we also training the Imanis to be young leaders too. Agriculture education rising for sure. And there is many more. It's plain to see Grenada is on the go. Listen, we building together in these challenging times. We climbing the ladder
In the challenging times.
We doing well, Grenada.
In the challenging times.
Forward ever, backward never.
In the challenging times.
Don't tell me about NNP, my brother. Don't tell me about NDC, no further. Man, we stitching back our flag and build Grenada. Whee! Whee! It is challenging, but these battles we going to win. Once we stick to the protocol, Corona and other obstacles bound to fall. There is a saying that good over evil, and that is the true. God strong more than the devil. Grenada, God bless you, and I must also remind you, God help those who help themselves, my people. We building together in these challenging times. We fighting Corona in these challenging times. We doing well, Grenada.
In the challenging times.
Forward ever, backward never.
In the challenging times.
Let us put aside politics, my brother, and all our differences forever, and do the best we can to save Grenada. Woo! Young song, you know easy. You and Mr. Jeffrey. So what's up, and tonight I go beat you. Tonight I go beat you. Tonight none of all you can beat me. Because all you want the money to play wappy. So tonight when the judges crown me, I give him back the money to charity. Sing the thing. Our flag stitch back. Our flag. Watch the flag. Our flag stitch back. Our flag. Tell them. Our flag stitch back. Our flag stitch back. Look at it carefully. Our flag stitch back.
Our flag stitch back.
Tap it happy. Our flag stitch back.
Our flag stitch back.
Scholar happy. Our flag stitch back.
Our flag stitch back.
Fupi happy. Our flag stitch back.
Our flag stitch back.
Wagiti happy. Our flag stitch back.
Our flag stitch back.
Persuader happy. Our flag stitch back.
Our flag stitch
All the judges happy, our flag stage back.
Our flag stitch
Right now we're doing the moonwalk, cause our flag stage back. I'm doing the moonwalk,
Our flag stitch
cause our flag stage back.
Our flag stitch back. Our flag stitch back. Our flag stitch
I don't want to see the moon run.
Our flag
The moon run will give them heart attack.
Our flag stitch back. Our flag stitch back.
Thank you very much.
Our flag stitch back. Our flag stitch back.
That was competitor number 2, Anthony Etienne, his Calypso Sobriquet, Grenada Michael Jackson. He has been a world for quite some time, fully known as Waterproof. He would have placed, his highest position was 3rd on 2 occasions and 4th position. He's from Aptitude St. David's. One noted, what is noted there, first of all, the 2 songs, which is Rebuilding Together, was done also by Young Song, with the same name, and there we see Anthony Etienne coming and do his performance in 2nd position of this. The one thing again, Andrew and others, that we got to note is that carries the name Anthony as well. One thing is that I was impressed with the way he dressed. He would have dressed elegantly and with the background of the national colors. So, viewers, we have in our company Anthony Young Song Darius. After 10 years, Anthony, what make you want to come back after 10 years? Young Song, one thing that I really admire about you, and I don't know actually how you come about, your level of confidence. How do you go about bringing out that level of confidence when you're on the stage?
And that's instilled in me since I grew up, you know. So whenever I do something, I always tell people, if I have to be a thief, I have to be the best thief. If I have to be a mechanic, I have to be the best mechanic. Anything I do, I have to be a driver, I have to be the best driver. I want to be the best driver. I strive in. So being in Calypso is nothing different. When I go in, I'm going to win. I'm going to say, well, I just going to just partake. I'm going to win. I don't care who performs. I'm going to win. If the judges say, you're going to win tonight, so be it.
Young Song, you would have performed in position number 1. And there is a perception that when you perform in position number 1, you somewhat tend to feel that you're somewhat at a disadvantage. Not necessarily you, but that's the perception out there. Are you feeling any indifferent?
Nah. Especially in these covetous times right now. Because, is a virtual show. So you don't have to worry about crowd and who will jump and wave. You have to sing. You have to sing for your virtual audience. So that ain't shake me.
Well, Young Song, thank you very much, and I would like to wish you all the best in coming back in such of the coveted title.
Thank you.
As we get ready to go backstage side.
New York in 2012. She lives by the motto, I believe I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Let's welcome to the stage, doing her song, Stronger Together, Jermaine Simon, Superstar.
The following is an independence message by Prime Minister Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell.
Fellow Grenadians, as we celebrate the anniversary of our country's independence, let us take a moment to acknowledge the many achievements that color the landscape of our past. As we pause and reflect with gratitude, let us also acknowledge that the growth and development of our nation remains a work in progress. Therefore, as we look to the future with hope and optimism, let us remember the many colors that will paint the canvas of our future. Depend largely on us embracing the opportunity to contribute to the ongoing process of nation building. The COVID-19 pandemic has upended the world as we know it. No one said the road was going to be easy, but we also know that many hands make light work. Sisters and brothers all, let us continue to walk in unity as we shape the future of this nation. United we stand and divided we fall. Let us unite for the common good of the further growth and development of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. I thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Oh, yeah. My Grenada. You are once the gem of the whole region, from Belize to Guyana. You had the world of the world upon you. You are beautiful, that is true. Birdmen fought to keep you on top, while others fought till they drop. I know everything take a back seat, because of a pandemic. Oh, despite of the challenge, we must make a change. Oh, let's rethink strategies and rebuild our Grenada. Lord, I pray for my home Grenada as we struggle on to this battle, 'cause we are resilient people. Oh Grenada, let's rebuild together. Lord, I pray for my home Grenada. Together we will recover, 'cause we'll never ever surrender. Oh Grenada, we're stronger together. My Grenada. Sweet, sweet Grenada. Every land has its own history. Grenada is no exception. We got the riches of all history of the nations in the region, and it shows that we'll sacrifice to help our nation rise. But this pandemic leaves us with no choice. So let us all be wise. Oh, let's unite, my people, and build a better land. Oh, we will never give up. We will fight on to reach the top. Lord, I pray for my home Grenada as we struggle on to win this battle. Cause we are resilient people. Oh, Grenada, let's rebuild together. Lord, I pray for my home Grenada. Together we will recover. Cause we'll never ever surrender. Oh, Grenada, we're stronger together. Oh, sweet, sweet Grenada. My Grenada. Oh, big sister of this small nation. Yes, you are the Spice Island. But having spice wouldn't make things right if we don't know how to unite. Because the recovery that we need to make must be done for our children's sake. So despite the challenging times, our resiliency must shine. Oh, we will never give up. Yes, we won't surrender. Oh, to reach our destiny as we fight on. God bless this nation. Lord, I pray for my home Grenada as we struggle on to win this battle. Cause we are resilient people. Oh, Grenada, let's rebuild together. Lord, I pray for my home Grenada. Together we will recover. Cause we'll never ever surrender. Oh, Grenada, we're stronger together. Sweet, sweet Grenada. Remember, unity is strength. So let's come together as one to rebuild this nation. Remember, we're stronger together. Thank you, everyone.
Once again, a very special good evening to you and welcome to this first virtual Independence Calypso Monarch competition. You just heard there Jermaine Simon, superstar out of Carriacou. We say yes, but for those of you who would remember artists like Diane Simon, Little Pinky, that's her sister, and even the guy who used to be playing the saxophone, he's called Broco. That is supposed to be her grandfather, and based on what my history has taught me, I'm subject to be corrected here, but when you hear the name Winston Spree Simon, who is synonymous with steel band in Trinidad and Tobago, it is believed that he is related to Diane Simon, and of course Jermaine Simon, superstar. With me is Anthony Etienne. That's well, he used to be called Waterproof before, but has changed his name, and he just gave you a selection, Rebuilding Together, a short while ago. Grenada's Michael Jackson. Your performance on stage, were you satisfied with it this evening?
Yeah, I was quite satisfied with my performance this afternoon. I think I did well. I think I used this stage, pronounced my song, and everything well.
Okay, did you realize that the guy before you was Anthony Darius, you, Anthony Etienne, and also your song, Rebuilding Together, his song, Rebuilding Together, and stop right there. Jermaine Simon, her song, Stronger Together. What's up with you guys? What's going on here?
You see, what's really going on, they give us a team to sing on, so all the artists, build a song around that team. And building together is, part of the team, you understand? So we build a song around the team, so we expect the name of songs to be similar.
Okay, did you have any assistance in terms of putting the track together, in terms of writing the track? Because not every Calypso and not every artist is able to put pen to paper and do their writings on their own. Some rely on other people to assist. Did you have assistance from other people?
No, I did not have any assistance from anybody, but I get a lot of encouragement from my little son and teacher Eddie, because I wanted to stay out, and they always tell me, come and sing, I am a good entertainer, so, take part in the commission, so I get a lot of encouragement from them.
You spoke of teacher Eddie. He's in the competition here this evening, and you said that he gave you some sort of an encouragement to be a part of this show. Is it frightening to be singing against him?
No, not really. He's a quite honest man. I mean, because he did the arrangement to my song.
Okay, Etienne, thank you very much. We have come to the end. We have to go back stage side for our Calypsonian number 4, who, of course, is the reigning, he was the monarch. See, because he's no longer reigning, because once the competition started, there's no monarch. So let's go stage side for Sean Niles, Sour Serpent, Vaccine Nation, sorry.
And we're returning stateside. Good evening again. We're about to introduce our 4th artist, hailing from St. David's. Name, Sean Niles. Stage name, Sour Serpent. He needs no introduction. He's the current independent Calypso king of Grenada, Carcou, and Pini Martinique. He's coming to do his rendition, Vaccine Nation. Defending his crown tonight, Sean Niles, Sour Serpent.
What happened? This virus is Nicodemus. It visits only at night.
If people in low and middle income countries miss out on vaccines, the virus will continue to kill and the economic recovery globally will be delayed.
A company can request to use the Caribbean as human subjects.
Grenada will participate with the WHO, Pan American Health Organization.
When you have situations like we have right now with the pandemic, no vaccine gets into a country without some authorization by the national regulatory authority.
Well, there's going to be a hardcore group of people who are not going to want to get vaccinated no matter what you tell them.
You see what has happened all over the Caribbean.
Would the vaccine that is developed in Europe or Asia or the United States, would that vaccine be effective for Caribbean?
And what you need to do is attack those bottlenecks and develop solutions. It is because of vaccinations that people no longer die.
Nicholas Steele, me and you again. Now you're talking about vaccine.
How many individuals are going to opt to take the vaccine?
Vaccine now, for Grenadian, vaccine.
We need to just get a lot more people vaccinated.
The only how I taking, or Grenadian people taking this vaccine.
But we are not rushing because we are having discussions.
The mindset of the people have to change. We need things for the youths. Stamp out wickedness, stamp out corruption. That's what we want. Or else I'm not taking no vaccine, remember, ma'am. I don't want no vaccine, remember, ma'am.
In the coming months, we all hope to have good news about a vaccine for COVID-19.
As countries move forward with national approval of vaccines, what does this process mean?
One joke and all problems over.
Educate them to what the facts are concerning the vaccine.
Good night, Queen's back. Yeah, serious song. I ready for that vaccine once they reach my requirements. Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca, I'm begging you one favor when you're making the vaccine for Grenada. COVID-19 is not a big problem here. We have plenty things causing real despair. You see, I love my land to the bone, so I'm begging you, kill plenty birds with one stone. Please, I want to put something in the vaccine, so we'll go back to being proud. Whenever me anthem playing, there would be reverence in the crowd. Yes, I want to put something in the vaccine, so when Grenadians go to vote, only country first will be thinking, not no blinking party support. I want something in the vaccine to make us see farming as we backbone, together with small industries, cause tourism can't stand alone. I know we gon' make it, we just have to take it, if we really want to be more resilient. And Pfizer, if you do that for us, Dr. Kit, he taking it first. We have to take the vaccine, but it must reach our requirements. Yeah? Wagiti, you go take yours too. Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca. I'm hoping that this vaccine could really bring recovery to Grenada. We have symptoms that prove we were rather sick long before this COVID pandemic. We tried treatments to no avail, so I'm begging you, prepare one special cocktail. Please, I want to put something in the vaccine to turn public servants around. No more sick days and candy crushing that just pulling my country down. Yes, I want to put something in the vaccine, so we'll run behind local goods, and there will be a serious craving for local music, art and foods. I want something in the vaccine, so we'll keep heroes flying high. None of them faces shouldn't be rotting by the road and no peace apply. I know we gon' make it if we only take it, and it will promote serious national growth. And Pfizer, do it for us fast. Bring a double dose for Tobias. We need that vaccine badly. Wagiti, you agree with that? People on the live, I could feel your vibes. I could feel your vibes. Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca. I heard it from a doctor with DNA. Could be changed forever. We are lucky to still have one final chance to boost up this nation's resistance. For my land, I will risk my neck, so I'm telling you, me I care about side effect. Please, I want to put something in the vaccine that would induce national pride. So this whole place will be teeming with patriots far and wide. Yes, I want to put something in the vaccine that would compel all Grenadians. Once we're talking about nation building, they come in with head, hearts and hands. I want something in the vaccine to make all Grenadians see, to know where fast we'll be going without hard work and unity. I know we gon' make it, we just have to take it. My country today needs a change in DNA. And Pfizer, if you do that for we, you could joke up me whole Bamsi. All right, I am ready for the vaccine, but it must solve all our problems. Do you agree with me, the people on the live? All right, let me talk to the people on the live now. Let me talk to the people on the live. Thank you very much. Thank you, bandman. I just getting a beep on my phone. They say the live hotting up. Before I talk to the people on the live, I want to say thank you to the organizers for creating that platform for us to showcase Grenadian culture, Grenadian art. The judges, thank you for coming. But most importantly is the people, the Calypso lovers on the live. We must pay homage to. So no further ado, let us hear what the live is saying. And remember, we're streaming far and wide.
Whatever I say here has nothing to do with me. It's what the live is saying. Somebody says, from Dominica, so make they put something in the vaccine so we love Caribbean culture. And we will pay homage to people like singing Sandra. May her soul rest in peace. Another person says, so please to put something in the vaccine for the government and trade union so they will stop fighting and help to rebuild this land. Another person says again, so make them put something in the vaccine to bring back arts festival. A nation without a culture cannot rebuild at all. And imagine we have somebody from Trinidad. He says, this vaccine all you're making should not just be for Grenadian. We all going through the same thing. There is a vaccine for the region. Excellent, he endorses it. Cam Jones, troublesome Cam Jones says, so put something in the vaccine to affect them politicians. Remember, is with us, they're working, and they should all help to rebuild this land. This land, you know, I love it, and I will die for it. That vaccine we need for Grenada to succeed. And Pfizer, that is what we want for our 47th birthday present. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Independence to you.
Back once again, viewers and listeners, to the first virtual Independence National Calypso Monarch. We would have just witnessed the performance of Sean Niles. He's a seasoned campaigner. Was very relaxed on stage, in my opinion, and he did his rendition. I have in company here Jermaine Simon, superstar. She's from the Sister Eyes of Carriacou. And I'm looking at her profile. She's very versed in the art form, in that she would have won the Calypso Monarch in Carriacou 8 times, the Soca Monarch on 3 occasions, and once captain in the Groovy Monarch title. Jermaine, welcome to the big stage of Independence Calypso Monarch.
Thank you so much.
I know that originally you weren't supposed to be competing tonight. In fact, you were supposed to be the standby. But when you got that news that you will be in, how did you feel?
I felt normal because all I just wanted to do is perform. That's what I wanted to do, perform. In competition or not, I just wanted to perform.
Okay. Tell us about the genesis of your song.
Well, Stronger Together was a song written by myself and Andy Leftis Matheson out of Carriacou. I mean, you know what's going on right now? There's, nationwide, it's the big pandemic, and a lot of things is going on in Grenada too. And there's a lot of things that, people just singling out themselves. But in order to build this nation, to bring success to this nation, one person cannot do it. One person can't do it. We need unity, we need strength. So if we come together as one, we can build this nation properly, actually rebuild this nation as it's supposed to be.
How long it took you to put this song together?
Well, we sat on the phone maybe about a day, and then the next day, well, actually 2 days.
Okay. You are among some real seasoned campaigners, very experienced. We have in the likes this evening of people like Young Song, we have Sean Niles, we have Croquetta, we have Edison Francis. Based on your performance, how confident are you? Do you feel that you would have delivered the actual way you wanted to?
Yes, because when I'm on stage, stage make me feel like I'm home. It makes me feel relaxed. And when I take a mic, it's just me. I just know what I have to do.
Okay, Superstar, well, of course, I would like to wish you all the best. Of course, we will have to listen to the verdict from the judges.
Yes, thank you so much.
Definitely, I would like to wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And happy independence.
Same to you.
Good evening again, and we're backstage side, about to introduce artist number 5 for the evening. Name, Teddy Christopher. Stage name, Top Cat. Teddy Christopher was born in January 1972 to Xavier and Regina Christopher from Latas St. Patrick's. His cousin, Camillus John, a guitarist, singer, and songwriter, exposed him to music at an early age, and here he is now to perform his rendition entitled Food Security, Top Cat.
Dr. Chu Dong-Yung, who's the Director General of the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations.
I'm pleased to be with you today to launch the International Year of Fruit and Vegetables. Today's event marks the beginning of a very important international year. This pandemic has challenged all of us to find a new way of moving forward in our fight against hunger and malnutrition.
Whether we like it or not, agriculture is our backbone. We are an agricultural nation. As a matter of fact, I think it's a gift of the Almighty. Grenada has the richest soil in the world.
We all agree. And that is another thing I say. Agriculture is not a partisan political issue. This is an issue that concerns all of us. So let all of us put our shoulders to the wheel and develop agriculture. It goes to every single element of our society and our national development.
I think we should, the young people should involve in state building, and that is one of the areas they can assist.
You know about it? But I just want to learn and figure out anything, you know? Stop working No, it's hard to get by trade, you know, but the challenging time and thing, you have to try and help with them, you know. There's a vibe. Cat, where are you going?
I have a message to spread pollination in this kind of time right now. We need to plant food. And I go and tell the nation this 47th anniversary of independence. I go and give the nation that kind of message right now. They have to plan something. I see you, you're doing good, boy. What? You better follow. Later.
Yes, I strike.
Bands.
Good night, Grenada. Happy 47th Independence. It's time for us to get back to the soil. It's been waiting on us for far too long. Daddy do da doy, daddy day da doy, daddy da da doy. Oh, look how time have changed. Right before our eyes, everything just rearranged. The way we think and do before, we just cannot do that anymore. No. With the emergence of things that we could have never wondered, that plot and change the course of our future. We now living in a different era to place agriculture high on our agenda. I urge you to farm something, yes man. I urge you to plant something, woman. Ensure food security to effectively feed the people of this country. Please listen to me. I urge you to farm something, yes man. I urge you to plant something, woman. Let's rebuild together a safer, more resilient nation in this challenging time. Oh, some of the trees planted by your ancestors were uprooted by Ivan. Now it's better late than never to replant the trees on the land. I urge you to farm something, yes man. I urge you to plant something, woman. Just farm, just plant. Plant some corn. Oh, brass. Hey. If you love agriculture, put up some emoji on the screen. Put up some fruits. Let me see you love agriculture.
availability, physical existence of food to feed the masses of this country. We have to strive to be self-sufficient and stop relying on these bigger countries. Yes, if you please. Best soil and climate in this part of the hemisphere. We can grow almost anything throughout the year. So let's consume what we grow and secure a brighter tomorrow. Oh, I urge you to farm something. Yes, man. I urge you to plant something, woman. Ensure our food security to effectively feed the people of this country. Please listen to me. I urge you to farm something. Yes, man. I urge you to plant something, woman. Let's rebuild together a safer, more resilient nation in these challenging times. Oh, some of the trees planted by our ancestors were uprooted by Ivan. Now it's better late than never to replant the trees on the land. I urge you to plant something. Tell them, plant something. Yes, man. Just farm, just plant some yam. Oh, bruh. Oh, hey. Take me down low. This is a matter of life and death. Listen this. Utilization. We cannot eat only fig and yam. Our body needs other nutrients in order to function. We have to balance our diet and frequently take a sweat. No, you won't regret. A healthy nation is a wealthy nation. We have to reduce obesity in our population. Hypertension, diabetes, depression, all can shorten our lifespan. There we go. Oh, I urge you to plant something. Tell them. I urge you to plant something, woman. Ensure our food security to effectively kill the people of this country. Please listen to me. I urge you to plant something. Yes, man. I urge you to plant something, woman. Let's rebuild together a safer, more resilient nation in these challenging times. Oh, some of the trees planted by your ancestors were uprooted by Ivan. Now it's better late than never to replant the trees on hill. I urge you to plant something. Let we go. I urge you to plant something. Yes, man. Just plant. Plant some corn. Oh, brass. Hey. We're going on fish right now. We're going on fish. Seems like we fail to remember our fishery sector. Much more development are needed to excel further, to be treated as if they are needed in society. Proper equipment and cold room facilities should be made available to make their job more effective. Fishing help reduces poverty, provides protein for our body. Whoa. I urge you to plant something. Tell them. I urge you to plant something, woman. Ensure food security to effectively feed the people of this country. Please listen to me. I urge you to plant something. Yes, man. I urge you to plant something, woman. Let's rebuild together a safer, more resilient nation in these challenging times. Oh, some of the trees planted by your ancestors were uprooted by Ivan. Now it's better late than never to replant the trees on the land. I urge you to find something. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Independence. Enjoy the rest of the show. Make sure all of y'all take heed.
Welcome back to the 2021 Independence Virtual Calypso Show here at the National Stadium. My name is Andre Donald, and you just heard there from Teddy Christopher, Top Cat TC they call him, from the northern parish of St. Patrick. And Teddy did a song called Food Security, and the hook line in that one being plant something. With me, however, I've got the gentleman from the parish of St. David, and I'll say something that only he would understand. Let me see if he'd understand that. Right, there he goes. Boy, look at big stink black serpent up there. You remember that?
Correct.
That's how the name Sour Serpent came about,
Yes,
isn't it?
yes.
Where was that? What tree was that?
I don't know. I didn't see anything. I mean, somebody came and told me that was the experience. And I said to them, that's a good name for a Calypsonian. That was in 2001 maybe. Or 2000 maybe.
So that hence came the Sour Serpent.
Well, I didn't plan to sing Calypso at that time, 2000 maybe 2001. And the person died. And I was invited to sing in Carib on the road show, whatever it is. I can't remember how it used to go. We could perform it and so on to Extempo. And I went to Extempo and the people loved me, they loved it. And that's where the thing started.
So has the Extempo vibes gone out or is still there?
No, the Extempo vibes is still there. I'm still an excellent extemporanean. All of my songs I compose is through Extempo. So I would extempo these songs in my head over and over. It becomes memory and then I build on it.
Without embarrassing all of us, can you extempo?
No, I'm not. I wouldn't do that. No, we're not paying for that.
I like that.
I wouldn't
but
extempo.
a wonderful performance there from you. Something different. Vaccine. How did that topic come about?
Well, I don't deal with topics. I deal with concepts, right? If you notice, most people sing on topics tonight, with no slant, no swing, and I believe we're in a Calypso competition, so we had to go along with Calypso criteria. So it's a double meaning, it's a creative piece, and so on. But let me just say, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I met Oliver Joseph, if I should call his name on national TV, and I said, "So, boss, we ain't having carnival this year." He said, "Man, yeah, man, the vaccine coming, and he was in a rush. He said, "Sing something on the vaccine." By the next morning, I had a song on the vaccine, and then I was called Thursday, which was a day and a half after, by Mr. Mark, and said, "You're not defending the independence monarch." By then, I didn't know we had an independence monarch. I didn't hear about it, and here I am.
Sean, who do you run your tracks by? When you would have composed a track, do you run it by anybody first before you do anything else with it?
Definitely. And if you look at my phone, you will see comments. Sometimes I send it by my partner in Trinidad. I send it by Roll. I shouldn't even call his name on TV, but my partner Roll, Nichols. A few fellas will send it by. And the bad thing about it, they always say, "But that song bad. Leave it just so." So I hate that. And I sent Otis a message yesterday. I said, "Man, I ain't send that song for you to say bad. I want you to tell me, look, it could be made better in that particular way." But I also assist a lot of people around the region, in composing. I don't like to call anybody name because for me, it's not important to me. What's important is great calypsos.
As you speak about composing there, do you assist other artists in terms of composing locally and, of course, in the region?
Definitely. I have a few here that I'm working with and so on. If a Calypsonian is singing a song, and I think he would be receptive to my contribution, I could say, "Here what happened? Don't say cockroach. I would say, don't say cockroach, say cockroach." Or something, because thing and so on. So, but yeah, I do help people.
Sean, I wish you all the best. I would like to take the crown to St. Patrick's, but of course, if it goes to St. David's, as they say, I don't mind.
Well, I see we have a St. Patrick's contingency inside here. We have all St. Patrick's crew, if I'm not mistaken. But I guess how much you're not judging tonight. So
thank you, Sean. We gotta go stateside. We gotta go stateside. We go stateside, and for our next artist.
stateside, we have with us tonight to make some remarks the chairman of the National Celebrations Committee, Mr. John Williams.
Allow me to say good evening and welcome to everyone to our 47th anniversary Independence Calypso Monarch competition, celebrated under the theme, Rebuilding Together, a safer, more resilient nation in these challenging times. Those of you who are watching this production on television and who are tuning in onto the many social media platforms here in Grenada, throughout the diaspora, and beyond, welcome to each and every one of you. At this time, I would like to take the opportunity to thank the members of the National Celebrations Committee, the production team comprising Ministry of Culture and the Arts, the Government Information Service, T&R Productions, Waggy T Rental and Sounds, the media, and everyone who has contributed in one way or another in this planning and execution of this spectacular event. The COVID-19 pandemic has, in many ways, moved us in directions we wouldn't otherwise have considered. But I believe that as long as we work together as a nation, despite the struggles and challenges, we will succeed. I wish also to congratulate all of the finalists who have worked so hard to have reached this stage. It is evident, therefore, that your hard work and dedication have paid off. Well done once again. Good luck to all, and do enjoy the rest of the evening's performances. I thank you.
And we're going straight into artist number 6. We're going straight into artist number 6. Name, Alicia Alexis. Stage name, The Advocate. Originally from St. Patrick's, she resides in St. John. She began singing in 2019 and made it to the finals of this Independence Calypso competition. It's her second time making it into the finals. Her mentors in Calypso are singing Sandra, Kurt Allen, Karina Ash, Crow, and Scholar. She sees herself as an advocate for change by using her voice through Calypso to highlight the day's issues, to raise her listeners' consciousness. Welcome to the stage to do her selection entitled Dance Ayad, Alicia Alexis, The Advocate.
I am a Jamaican. No birth papers I have to show, cause I am a Jamaican. No matter where in this world I go, I am a Jamaican. No birth papers I have to show, cause I am a Jamaican.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, Bangya, Ventura, how are you? Venchi, welcome to Chinatown.
Mr. DJ, pull up that. Why you have us dancing to all these foreign rhythms and not to our local songs? Considering that we have Grenadians from all walks of lives singing every day, with lyrics telling us how to get out of these challenges we face. We must dance to our own local songs, you know. Listen, man, I am advocating that you play that old school specky as a reminder.
Everybody dance. You don't see how we moving. Dance, always stand up. Dance, never give up. Dance, always face it. Dance.
Good evening, National Stadium. Good evening to the people on the live. Hurricane Ivan was the last major devastation, but we made the grade. Thank you, Lord, for foreign aid. But now all man on the same boat. Every country fighting to stay afloat. No more foreign help. We must depend on ourselves. So this for independency, we must abandon completely. Put all hands on deck. Cause this is a serious project. Yes, if this land we must rebuild. We must put our shoulders to the wheel. All must play their part. Some can't walk while some just relax. Oh yes, we must put our country first. Cause if it's sinking with all of us. Come together and dance a yard before you think of dancing abroad. We have to dance a yard before we dance abroad. We have to dance a yard before we dance abroad. Dance to the voice of the farmer. Dance, telling you dig agriculture. Dance, because food security, the foundation of this country. Look, tourists, I'm sliding down the hill, yet we're lending millions for effort still. But the foundation will build stronger if we use that funds to cement agriculture. We have to dance a yard before we dance abroad. We have to dance a yard before we dance abroad. We cannot afford to take any chance. This rebuilding process too important. To we own music, we must dance. And no better time to start than independence. Raise your flag if you're ready. Raise your hand, show you're ready. If you're ready to start rebuilding this country. Hey! If we must rebuild better, the best workers we must consider. Square pegs in round holes. That should never be the goal. But it's of utmost importance that the workers are efficient. They should get no pay if they slack on the job whole day. So we can't be watching this in this project. Color and have no place. What will be ideal? Workers hired based on skills. But then job security, that has to be top priority. Once their job secure, for sure they will produce much more. But the chief contractor must take the lead and dance to the song of the people's need, while local workers fighting to build with foreigners, no underhand deals. We have to dance a yard before we dance abroad. We have to dance a yard before we dance abroad. Dance to the song of Grenadians. Dance, singing this is our land. Dance, we can't be no refugee, at least not in we own country. That's why if we must rebuild solid, the materials must not be imported, cause they might be inferior, and we don't want rebuilding to crumble after. We have to dance a yard before we dance abroad. We have to dance a yard before we dance abroad. If foreigners want to help, they're welcome, only if they have genuine concern, which is to see this project advance. There's no better time to start than independence. Raise your flag if you're ready. Raise your hand, show you're ready. If you're ready to start rebuilding this country. Hey! For this new structure to succeed, it has to be devoid of greed. We can't fool we hands, while some fighting to build this land, or sacrifice our interests shouldn't be based on personal benefits. We can't be selfish. We must rebuild with no malice. And all who are given contracts shouldn't be thinking about kickbacks. If that's your idea, by the building site, don't come here. Once that is the thinking, we will never finish the building. This kind of bubble will make the rebuilding just all. And we done riddled with such foreign debts, so we dance to the drums of the IMF. We need to rebuild but cut down costs, so hope we get we own oil and gas.
Before we dance abroad,
we have to dance again.
Before we dance abroad,
dance to the voice of the people. Dance who are so vulnerable, with nothing on the table. Give them a bite so they could. And we export risk, it has to be more, so the project won't suffer a cash flow. We must be healthier to rebuild, so that healthier need plenty more still. We have to dance again
before we dance abroad. We have to dance again before we dance abroad.
Stand an independence. Raise a flag if you're ready. Raise your hand, show you're ready. If you're ready to start rebuilding this country.
That was competitor number 6, Alicia Alexis, the advocate. Very impressive because that's only her second year in the Calypso business, and she's into the, I would say, the Independence Calypso Monarch for the second time. She started off in 2019, and here she is again. Pretty relaxed performance, but we'll leave that up to the judges to decide. They would give the final verdict. I have in company here TC. You know there are TC in Barbados, don't you? That's Teddy Christopher. Teddy, based on your profile, you say you started at an early age. I need something more specific. What was that early age you started off at?
Basically, my toys growing up was musical instruments. You know, my mom, she used to play guitar. Basically, my family, on my mom's side, they are musically inclined people. So I kind of got that from her. So, you know, growing up, I had a little quattro, and then she bought me a box guitar. I still have it all now, and it's about maybe 30-something years now. So I always into music, and as the bio said, my cousin, he uses to do music also, you know, so being around him, I just follow up.
But Teddy, you're much more renowned as a auto bodywork personnel and being into the Calypso. How easy that was for you?
It wasn't hard, you know, but well, I started the auto body soon after Hurricane Ivan. But before this, when I left school, I'm a mason by profession. And then I end up in the bus business, and then truck, and now I'm doing repairing the vehicles. Still in the Calypso, and then still I'm doing farming. So not because I'm singing farming, I'm really a farmer also, you know.
Okay. That is exactly what I wanted to touch on, because for many, many years I would have known your dad. He would have been a dedicated farmer.
Right, yeah,
actually.
basically my family.
I really thought you were really trying something. But what inspired you to really come up with that song, Teddy?
It happened during the lockdown period. You know, we had a lot of time to think during that time. And there was a Zoom meeting that was carded with the ECCB the head of the ECCB. There was a Zoom meeting, and I logged on to that, and they started explaining a lot of stuff, and I started writing, and I said, you see this? There was the topic was food security, and it was an Caribbean thing because there were people from St. Lucia, Dominica, all over, taking part in this Zoom. And I started there listening. I started taking points, and I said, this will be my independent song. So that's how it all started.
Okay, Teddy, I definitely would want to wish you the very best. I think that you have a very good song. What the feedback was like, really?
People loved it, Even just before I went on stage, everybody keep messaging and saying, go give them, show them the whole thing, So I've been getting good responses.
Okay, so we're going to wrap it up now as we get ready to go stage side for competitor number 7. That's Edison Francis, Teacher Eddie, a veteran in the business. Let's see how his performance will go down here this evening. Thank you very much, Teddy.
All right, you're welcome. All right.
Welcome back stateside at the Grenada National Stadium. Quick recap for the night. So far, we have had Young Sound, Grenada Michael Jackson, Superstar, Sour Serpent, Top Cat, and The Advocates. And we still have 4 more artists to bring to you tonight. We want to acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Minister for the Ministry of Sports, Culture, Arts, Fisheries, and the Cooperatives, Honorable Yolan Bean Hosford. Thank you for coming here, and thank you for supporting the Calypso community. A reminder that we are under COVID protocols. You can't see them, but all our camera crew are masked up. If I have to leave my station, I too would be wearing my mask. So moving on. Artist number 7, name, Edson Francis. Stage name, Teacher Eddie. Edson Francis, also known as Teacher Eddie, is a teacher by profession and lives in Latin St. David. He's also a songwriter, musician, arranger, and producer. Mr. Francis has been singing Calypso since 1985 and has qualified for the National Calypso Finals 13 times. His highest finish is 3rd place on 2 occasions and 4th on 2 other occasions. Let's welcome to the stage to perform his selection, All Hands on Deck, Teacher Eddie.
March 2020, the world stopped. A new way of life we soon had to adopt. We were forced to relearn, distancing ourselves from all we knew about socialization, all in an effort to protect our nation. And though we suffered the fallout of the pandemic caused by the coronavirus, we never once gave up. For there was no doubt in our heads that if we banded together, this too we shall get through. For worse we have seen and worse Grenada has been, but one thing has always remained true. Once all hands are on deck and all and sundry buys in, oh, sweet Grenada, you will pass whatever tests are beyond the horizon without compromising, for your strength has always and will always remain in the hearts and resilience of your people. Oh, sweet, sweet, precious Grenada, we are here for you now more than ever.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome. No challenge is too big for us to conquer.
Good night to all the people on the live. Big up yourself. This is a song of hope for Grenada. Till I die, die, die. Gazing over the horizon, boxing my brain and thinking of you, sweet Grenada. Oh, my sweet Grenada. The survival of me and you depends on the thing that me do, sweet Grenada. Oh, my sweet Grenada. Can we go and live it up to them politicians? So duty we are. I know the fallout from COVID will hurt in you, for true. Remember in everything that we do, we need all hands on deck. As we go through this darkest hour, to ensure a safer Grenada. All hands on deck. Let's be resilient more than ever in these challenging times, my brother. The pain and hardships that you're going through, we shall overcome them, yes, as a people. When all is past, we won't be alone. Oh God, together we'll rebuild this place called home. Day. As we prepare to celebrate this independence, so lose the faith, sweet Grenada. Oh, my sweet Grenada. The survival of me and you depends on the things that we do, sweet Grenada. Oh, my sweet Grenada. We can sit down and live it up to them politicians. It's our duty, we all have to save the nation. Although the government from COVID still hurting you, for true, remember in everything that we do, we need all hands on deck as we go through this darkest hour to ensure a safer Grenada. All hands on deck. Let's be resilient more than ever in these challenging times, my brother. The pain and hardships that we're going through, we shall overcome them, yes, as a people. When all is past, we won't be alone. Oh God, together we'll rebuild this place called home. Day. Frontline workers, we salute you. Take a bow for the things you do for Grenada, for my sweet Grenada. You guard and protect us every day, risking your life in every way for Grenada, for my sweet Grenada. This deadly virus has no regards for who you are. Could be rich or poor, could be vagrant or prime minister. We all are in this thing together. Oh God, the Grenada needs us now more than ever. She needs all hands on deck as she go through this darkest hour to ensure a safer Grenada. All hands on deck. Let's be resilient more than ever in these challenging times, my brother. The pain and hardship that you're going through, we shall overcome them, yes, as a people. When all is past, we won't be alone. Oh God, together we'll rebuild this place our home. Day. Looking into the crystal ball, I could see better men coming for Grenada if we stick together. The survival of me and you depends on the thing what we do, sweet Grenada. Oh, my sweet Grenada. We've been down that road before, but never get under. It's in our DNA to always come back stronger. Let's face the challenges together. Oh God, no challenge too big for us to conquer. We need all hands on deck as we go through this darkest hour to ensure a safer Grenada. All hands on deck. Let's be resilient more than ever in these challenging times, my brother. The pain and hardships that you're going through, we shall overcome them, yes, as a people. When all is past, we won't be alone. Oh God, together we'll rebuild this place called home. Happy anniversary, Grenada. Love you. Only be planning life. Pick up yourself.
Assistant Francis, Teacher Eddie, a gentleman who has been struggling over the years in terms, and when I say struggling, not in terms of producing great material, he always does, but it just seemed that he never could get to the top. Hey, we never know. Tonight can be his night. With me is a lovely lady. One of the jester had a lovely lady spoke to a short while ago, and I was sort of like, well, I hope Miss Alexis falls into my slot, and of course she did. Alicia Alexis it is? How are you, my dear?
Good night, Mr. Donald. I'm good.
I love you. You said Mr. Donald. Nobody else said that from since early this afternoon. You're great. You're wonderful. I believe I'll give you the crown if I could. From Moncraven in St. Patrick. And I was just speaking to you outside and realized that myself and your grandmother are real buddies. I didn't even know that. Nice to know you from Moncraven. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I grew up in the small village, Moncraven, as you stated. And from then, growing up with my grandmother, I got the background in Calypso. And so I spent most of my early years with my grandmother. And I developed a love for it. Because I guess once you are wrong, you become it, right?
Yes, yes.
So, and I've been aspiring to enter into Calypso competitions, but I was a bit shy. But in 2019, I decided so I need to go for it. And I did that. The first competition I registered for was the 2019 Independence Calypso competition. I made it to the finals. In that same year, I went to the Kaiso Bad's tent.
Yeah.
I performed in the tent, and though I did not make it through the semis, but that did not stop me, because Calypso is what I love.
It's definitely, it's in your blood.
It's in my blood.
It's in your veins.
And there's nothing I can do about it.
Nothing you can do about it. Lovely rendition, the one you gave us, Alicia, Dance a Yard. Where did the inspiration of that one come from?
Okay, I should say my song was written by Mr. Neil Ferguson. And we were having a conversation, thinking about the things that we do. We always try to help other people, and we forget that we have our own people here who need our help. And we say, we need to dance here before we dance abroad.
Okay.
And that's where the idea came from.
That's where the idea came from. Wonderful performance here tonight. You look rather confident on stage.
Thank you.
Was the look deceiving, or was it the real look? Because you did look confident.
I would say it was mixed feelings. I was confident as well as I was nervous.
Okay. Now, after this, we go into a sort of a lull again. Are you starting to think about what would happen come carnival time? Are you starting to think about what would happen?
Of course. I was ready for the 2020 Calypso competition, you know.
Okay.
Yes, but with the materials I had, I would just bring it
Sheldon
out.
Douglas.
You bring it out for
21, yes.
1975. He is from Windsor Forest, St. David's. He's been in this industry for over 25 years, and he's influenced by Marshall Montano, Super Blue, Edwin Yearwood. Sheldon, a modern-day stalwart in Grenadian music. He has hits like Winery, Hornchild, and Feeling Hot. Welcoming him to the stage now to do his rendition entitled The Recipe for Building This Nation, Sheldon Douglas.
I have steel here already, and I put cement. What else? What else to put?
You have blocks?
I have blocks. What else? I have to put 2 by 2?
You only asking me that thing, but I don't know that thing. I don't know about no building material.
So who to ask?
Look at Sheldon there. He a custom building house. Go on ask.
Well, I'll go ask him. So Sheldon,
yes, brother.
Well, you know independence coming up, and the team is building a safe and more resilient nation in this challenging time.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I have a blocks here, and I'm a cement, and my friend tell me to put some steel. So I was wondering, what else do I need to add to this to contribute more?
No, brother, you have it wrong. Not because they say building, it means what is required of us is building materials. As every citizen of this country, what this country needs from us is a commitment and dedication. Being mature citizens, learning to respect each other, honesty, being responsible citizens. You understand? Being consistent in our works. All these things is what the country need of you. Strength, durability. We also have to learn to be a brother's keeper. Look out for each other. For example, look at you right now. You are wearing a mask.
Yeah.
We have a pandemic knocking on the door. You are wearing a mask. By doing that, you are protecting yourself and others. I am wearing a mask. I am doing the same thing. We also have to remember that we have to lead by example because the young ones are the future tomorrow. So what we do, how we lead, they would follow. If we build right today, we'll have a stronger tomorrow. These are the things that the nation needs from us as citizens of this country in order to build a safer and more resilient nation.
Okay. So Shalom, thanks.
You're welcome. Patriots of this nation, wherever you are, I would like you to please stand for a brief of our national anthem. I will always serve you.
I will always serve you.
You will always be my queen.
You will always be my queen.
Good night, locally and in the diaspora. If we are ready to build, there is a recipe for building this nation. The entire recipe is in this folder. Padam, padam, pam. Love of country is the key and accountability to build a nation. We ain't working for eyes to see, just for pleasing you and me to build this nation. And there is something that we should always remember. As a people, we're tasked with the power, cause this nation's future lies in our hands. And if we are sincere, no one has to see and hear. We'd always walk in the interest of our land. So I tell you, no one has to keep an eye on you to say what you should and shouldn't do. But once you're doing it for God and country, come on, make that your priority. Then surely goodness would flow through this land of spice. And with all the good seeds we sow, would make here a paradise. Grenada, Grenada, we'll serve you forever. No one else can come between. No, you will
always be my queen.
Bem bombe de bem bem bem. Alobodo, lobodo. We can't build without a plan. Olobodo, do, do. Badam, badam, bam. Love of country is the key and a sense of maturity to build a nation. It takes responsibility filled with truth and honesty to build this nation. Some folks only walk when there is a watchman and feel they're smart, but they do not understand. With deception is our country we deceive. But if we really know what's at stake, we would build for the children's. We put forward one more, say what we should and shouldn't do. But once you do it for God and country, come on, make that your priority. Then surely goodness would flow through this land of spice. And with all the good seeds we sow, would make here a paradise. I wanna hear you say Grenada. Oh Grenada, we'll serve you. No one else can come between. No, you will always
be my queen.
It takes all of us wholeheartedly to make this work. Boom, 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 boom. Badam, badam, ba. Love of country is the key. Would have us walking selflessly to build a nation. I looking out for you and you for me. That brings a sense of security to build this nation. And if we practice all the things that I'm preaching, that means safety while the younger ones will be reaching. Then all negative voices we could reverse. So when pandemic knocks on our door, we'll do the right things for sure. Why? Cause we'll always put our country first. That's why I tell you, no one has to keep up. Whoa, whoa, to say what you should and shouldn't do. But once you doing it for God and country, come on, make that your priority. Then surely goodness would flow through this land of spice. And with all the good seeds we sow, would make here a par. I wanna hear you say Grenada. Oh Grenada, we'll serve you. No one else can come between. No, you will
always be my queen.
Podum pom pololum pom pom. He said nobody can do it, none of us can do it alone. We have to come together. If we stand together, we'll build together. Ba-da-da. Podum podum pom. Love of country is the key, and greater transparency to build a nation. There must be consistency, strength and durability to build this nation. Though on dark nights, the hours may look longer, but that challenges could make a nation stronger. And with God help, won't buckle at the knees. Once we give Grenada her worth, and then show she stays afloat, she's going to withstand any stormy seas. And that's resiliency. No one has to keep on. Whoa, whoa, to say what you should and shouldn't do. But once you're doing it for God and country, come on, make that your priority. Then surely goodness would flow through this land of spice. And with all the good seeds we sow, would make here a paradise. Grenada, Grenada, I'll serve you. No one else can come between. No, you will
always be my queen.
Thank you.
Okay, right.
Yeah, okay, viewers, welcome back. And we would have just seen the performance of Sheldon Douglas. And I must admit that ever since Sheldon Douglas would have somewhat made that transition from soca to Calypso, he usually gives a very good account of himself, really. And tonight here is no exception, really. But I do have in my company a veteran, a seasoned veteran, Teacher Edison Francis. And Teacher Eddie, I go back a very long way, because I don't know if you remember when I used to be doing electrical maintenance for the Ministry of Education in the school I once used to work with. That would be Pomerose. And I know during the summer holidays, you used to be doing a lot of work with the young artists. How has that been?
Yeah, well, we continued even after I left Pomerose and I went to St. David's Sec. We continued doing work with the juniors up until 2019. We were working with the juniors.
Teacher Eddie, you've been in this thing a very long time, but never tasted the ultimate prize. You never get a taste of getting your hands off on the ultimate prize. That could only serve to do two things, Teacher Eddie. Which one happens more? Does it motivate you more to come out and knock at the door, or does it dispirit you, right, to feel that you want to pack up and go?
No, well, certainly not. I doesn't feel that way at all because what I do is I love what I do, right? So I'm a writer. I like to write. I like to sing. I like to, do the music. So it doesn't bother me. I'm in it and it's just fun, I came third and two occasions, fourth and two occasions, and I keep on, why, when, but it doesn't really bother me. At the end of the day, I'll be back next year.
Teacher Eddie, you and I, we carry our cross in this Calypso. Calypso at any cost. And I am prepared. We should really, really go on a campaign that you earn the highest award for the role that you are playing in this Calypso art form.
Right.
Okay, listeners and viewers, we get ready to go stage side for artist number 9. That is, yes, let me just check my, Philandy Jeffrey, the stunner. He is the son of the veteran Finley Jeffrey, the scholar.
Welcome back side. We're about to welcome our 9th artist for the night. Name, Philandy Jeffrey. Stage name, Stunner. Philandy Jeffrey was born on the 25th January 1998 to parents Finley Scholar Jeffrey and Diane Abel Jeffrey. He started his musical journey in 2012 where he participated in the secondary school Soca Monarch. He then claimed the Calypso Monarch, the Junior Monarch title, and the school Soca Monarch on 2 occasions. He, in 2019, placed 4th in the Marsh Gras. He's also a member of the GPAC Kaiso Bards. So coming to the stage now to perform his rendition entitled I Pledge. Let's welcome Philandy Jeffrey, Stunner.
Grenada, a tiny island known for its resilience and fighting spirit. From revolution to invasion, Hurricanes Janet, Ivan, and Emily, no challenge has ever been too great for Grenadians to overcome. Today, in this our darkest hour, we shall overcome once more. It is time for all Grenadians to make a pledge for this country. Are you ready?
I pledge to ensure that our nation is healthy because I know a healthy nation is a wealthy nation.
Hey Grenada, this is your friend Calypso and I pledge to use my talent to promote my country.
We, the students of St. Andrew's RC School, pledge to do our best to ensure that our nation's future is in safe hands.
I pledge that I will always promote food security.
I am Nikita Noel, Grenada Carnival Queen 2010, and I vow to always put my country first.
As Prime Minister of Grenada, Carriacou and Petite Martinique, I pledge to always do my best, especially in these challenging times.
Good night, Grenada and the rest of the world. Make a pledge for your country. Every time we don't sing in the anthem, oh Lord, we pledge our heads, our hearts and hands, and that there would be unification, oh Lord. This challenging times really demands that we no more than ever should pledge to sweet Grenada. But when we pledge with we head and heart, it is difficult to see that. So I want everybody, make a pledge for your country with your hand in the air so the whole world could see. Put your hand in the air, say, I pledge to follow all the procedure so COVID won't take over and drag us down to we knees. Oh Lord, oh, I pledge that I will not only complain, sit down and play the blame game in the face of this disease. For Grenada to advance, for us to go the distance in this difficult instance, takes a lot of resilience. So from the politician down to the man on the ground, it is up to everyone to keep Grenada safe and sound. Put your hand in the air, let me see for a better Grenada. Put your hand in the air, let me see resilient as ever. Put your hand in the air, oh Lord, oh, oh, oh. Put your hand in the air, let me see them. Everybody at home, put your hand in the air, let me see them. Let me see those hands. Put your hand in the air, let me see them. Raise them with your brother, man. Put your hand in the air. Oh, raise them. Put your hand in the air. Raise them. Put your hand in the air, let me see them. Make a pledge for your country. Make a pledge, make a pledge. I want you to pledge wherever you are, oh Lord, that you're going to do all that you can to make our little country better. Every Grenadian must understand, yes man, we in the same boat. And whether we sink or float, it is up to you and to me. We all have a civic duty, cause we know that things are dread. Finances they in the red, but we can just sit down and let we country dead. Put your hand in the air, say, I pledge to give agriculture a chance to see its significance in helping we country grow. Oh Lord, oh, I pledge we ain't certain that we have oil, but our soil is fertile, so let we plant some more. Together in unity, let's do it for we country. Let's make food security a major priority. We cannot only sit down waiting for tourists to come. If we grow what we eat, we would not be in so much shit. Put simple things that we can grow. We import from Trinbago. Let's stop it. Time to quit. Everybody at home, let me see your hands. Let me see those hands. Emojis. Emojis. Make a pledge today, make a pledge today. 47 years now as a nation. We overcome plenty together. Intervention, Emily and Ivan. And we lick up but we talawa. So I want everybody make a pledge for unity, that we won't let politicians turn us against we brother man. Because when Corona hit, all who like or they hate kids, whether green or yellow, all man end up in shit. Put your hand in the air, say, I pledge that I will give my sweat and blood to take Grenada forward. I will do all that I could. Oh Lord, oh, I would not say gimme. Expect the country to mind me. Just looking to eat a food. We could never make progress by rewarding idleness, by the sweat of thy forehead. That is how we must eat bread. Some collecting full they pay, but they working quarter day. I believe we'll achieve if we pledge to be more productive. Put your hand in the air, let me see those hands. Put your hand in the air, let me see. Pledge to build our nation. Put your hand in the air, oh, rest them. Yes, rest them. Put your hand in the air, let me see them. Put your hand in the air, let me see them. Let me see those hands. Put your hand in the air, let me see them. Just raise those hands. Put your hand in the air. Let's do it. Let's do it. Put your hand in the air, let me see them. Everybody at home make a pledge. Put your hand in the air, say I pledge. Put your hand in the air, say I pledge. All you help me sing this song. I pledge. Look, listen. I pledge that tonight I have a vaccine. I pledge, but just for sours up and skin. I pledge tonight when I finish with tea. I pledge he go change the whole melody. I pledge he get an injection from me. I pledge I'm dosing the big fat Bamsi. I pledge so keep them up, don't let it drop. I pledge for your new independence monarch. Put your hand in the air, let me see them. Oh, raise your hand. Put your hand in the air, let me see them. Just raise your hand. Put your hand in the air. Raise them. Raise them. Put your hand in the air, let me see them. Thank you very much, Grenada. Put your hand in the air, let me see them. Put your hand in the air, let me see them. Put your hand in the air. Put your hand in the air. Put your hand in the air, let me see them.
Welcome back, and what a wonderful song there, I Pledge. And I tell you something, friends, it's very interesting here, but how do you get the Prime Minister to be part of your presentation? I think it's the first time the Prime Minister has willingly been part of a presentation in a Calypso. Wow, wow, wow. Things are definitely changing in Grenada. What a beautiful place it is. With me here, I've got Sheldon Douglas. He gave us the recipe for building a nation. And interestingly, Sheldon, in his little bio, short profile on him, Sheldon claims to be somebody who was influenced by people like Super Blue, Edwin Yearwood, Marshall Montano. But the interesting thing is, Sheldon, I'm not seeing a Grenadian here. Interestingly, none of us would have influenced you.
Well, I'm not saying no. If we have there's a list. There's just 3 names on the list. You know, if I have to give all the names, that would be a long battle tonight.
Couldn't a Grenadian make the list?
Yeah,
I thought Inspector would have been 1, 2.
Inspector.
So come on, say Inspector. Come on, say Inspector.
Inspector had a lot of influence. You know, Andre, little boy growing up, so I'm an Inspector. But you see, you don't want to come and lie to people. You want to tell the truth. You want to tell the truth, you know, and. Inspector would tell you himself, he knows Super Blue, Edwin Yearwood has been 2 of my main.
Great. The recipe for building a nation, your writings?
Composed by Sheldon.
Composed by Sheldon. Were you satisfied with it fully when you entered the stage tonight? Were you satisfied with that song?
Satisfied with everything that was done tonight.
Pace of the music and everything?
Everything that was done tonight.
Okay. If you had the opportunity to go back on the stage, what is one thing that you may change?
Nothing. Not a thing.
Confident, Sheldon, it was.
Confident it was.
I saw that you were pretty much relaxed with the music, and that was really, really great.
Well, yeah, something I try to do whenever I'm performing is try to enjoy my performance. You try to ensure that people enjoy the performance, but you too have to enjoy your performance. If you don't enjoy it, then it's useless because the energy, the negative energy that you give out in a performance is what people receive. So you have to ensure you yourself enjoy your performance so that the people would enjoy it.
Look at the camera and say hi, hello to the folks in St. David's tonight.
Everybody at home, St. David's, you know, Windsor Forest, down in the whole, everybody, the whole of St. David's, Salute.
All right, great. Friends, I've been speaking here with Sheldon Douglas. Of course, he appeared in position number 8 this evening, and he most definitely would not want to be in that position when the names are being called out a little bit later on, Sheldon. You would prefer position number 1, wouldn't you?
Number one. We'll switch it around.
Switch it around.
Yeah, we'll take out 7. Take out 7 names and move it up.
But Sheldon, this crown has to go to Satir.
Well, wishful thinking. But
all right.
St. David's, here it comes.
St. David's, here it comes. Okay, I want to thank you. Thank you for coming up, and we wish you all the best. And here's hoping that you, of course, will go on to greater things. Oh no! Before I go, because I think I have 30 seconds. Do we? No, we have to go stateside right now. I was going to ask you another question, but I guess we'll leave that for another time.
You could ask me after the crown.
Okay, I will. After the crown, I'll ask you. Great. Let's go stateside.
Started singing Calypso in 1994. One of the DUIC Calypso 10 founders and leader. He made it to the National Calypso Monarch Finals on 10 occasions, placing second in 1999 with the selection Where the Young Men Gone and Which Side, and third in 2009 with the selections Just Suppose and Memory Loss. He made it to the Soca Monarch Finals on 2 occasions and the Groovy Monarch Finals on 6 consecutive occasions. He placed third in 2009 with the selection Love Bumps. Coming to us with a prescription tonight, that's his rendition, Dr. Crocator.
Good evening. I am Betty and Lazarus from the news desk of the Caribbean with this breaking news. The beautiful Caribbean island of Grenada, sometimes referred to as the gem of the Caribbean, has recently been likened to a damsel in distress when one considers the health and safety issues related to COVID-19 and other challenges she has been facing in recent times. A prescription to address these challenges has been written by quote-unquote Dr. Raphael Crocator Johnson after performing a careful examination of the patient. He is now here to share his diagnosis with us, since her children have an important role to play in her recovery.
Yes, good night stadium, and you wonderful people online. Yeah. She's known as Grenada, the gem of the Caribbean, known for her beauty and charm, a shelter to weather any storm. But in recent times, she has been under duress and has now become a damsel in distress. We have nestled in our bosom in the past. So right now, we have to come to a rescue fast. I have a suggestion to help our. This is my prescription for a quick recuperation. Just one drop of kindness, love and cooperation. The medication to heal our nation and restore her as the gem of the Caribbean. Oh gosh, what that day? Bamba do bambo. Our health was compromised by the dreaded COVID-19, the most dangerous disease that brought the whole world to its knees. But she's grateful to all who have joined the fight to minimize the effects of this COVID blight. Our frontline workers lead by example. We must support them by being responsible. My humble possession to help our nation. This is my prescription. A cup of obedience, safety and sanitation, the medication to heal our nation and restore her as the gem of the Caribbean. Oh, yeah, yeah. We need more unity. We have to work together to rebuild sweet Grenada. We can't reach far in a tug-of-war. Make no sense pulling each other down just for the sake of self-glorification. Grenada, the one that will feel the pain, making it real hard, stand on our feet again. My humble suggestion to help our this is my prescription. A dose of forgiveness, honesty and tolerance, the medication to heal our nation and restore her as it. Oh, listen. Just one drop of kindness, the medication to heal our nation and restore her at the gem of the Caribbean. One cup of obedience, safety and sanitation, the medication to heal our nation. At the gem of the Caribbean. A dose of forgiveness, honesty and tolerance, the medication to heal our nation. Oh, yeah. Listen, a little resilience with some strong determination, the medication to heal our nation and restore her as the gem of the Caribbean. One large dose of devotion with strong faith in the Almighty One, nation to heal our nation and restore her as the thank you. Oh, yo, yo. Bamba do bambo.
That was Calypso number 10, final artist in competition here tonight in the first virtual Independence Calypso Monarch. That's Croqueta. Yes. And I do have with me the young stunner man.
Yes.
The son of Finley Jeffrey, the scholar. Thank you. So, no longer you are this little boy and daddy holding your hand too much to carry you along, you know. Like everything else in life, there are stages to go through.
Yes.
I am just assuming here that might be the case. Now, do you rely on that wholly and solely for your entire composition of your song now? Or is it a case whereby you do your own thing and then you probably consult with him?
Well, to be honest, I wouldn't say that I'm a very good composer. So most of my songs are written by him because, you know, he's an excellent writer. But, you know, I do dabble in a few things for myself. But especially with the Calypsos, he would write them for me.
Okay, so he did your...
So he did the song that I sang here tonight.
Okay, I thought it was a great composition actually, and we can see that the legacy is actually living on. And your sister was supposed to be here tonight. Unfortunately, she pulled off.
Yeah, she couldn't.
Do you care to give the reason why? So listeners, because they pay keen interest to that. Because you know the thing is, after you start singing, you develop fans.
Yes.
Sometimes that could somewhat dash their spirit away.
Yes.
So they may need some satisfaction in the sense that if you probably choose to explain why that happened.
Well, I'm not sure if you would like people to know, but I'll still let people know. She's actually completing her bachelor's degree right now. So she's doing her bachelor's degree, and she has a few assignments that were due today. So she was unable to make it today for the competition.
Okay, and it is said, Stunner, that behind every successful man there is a good woman. Where does your mom come into this? With all the success that takes place within the family circles of Calypso and soca?
I think by now everyone would know that my mom is my biggest fan. My mom is always there with me. She actually, as a matter of fact, she's in the crowd right now. She's always here with me. She's always behind me. She's always pushing me, always motivating me, as well as my dad. So it's not just a woman behind a successful man, but you can also have a man behind a successful man, or a successful man behind a successful man.
That's true too. But how actually it's been for you, right? When she's because she'll be there to support you. But for some artists, they prefer not to see their mom in the forefront. Is that the case with you? You prefer not to really visualize that much, or you prefer when she's right there, visible that you
as a matter of fact, when I'm performing, I rather see a familiar face or familiar faces. So looking at people that I know in the crowd, especially my mom. I see my mom every day. We live together. So.
Okay, Stunner, let me ask you, from your performance here tonight, did you think you really went down the way you really wanted to, like 100%, or you find there was some room that was left that you would have really loved to fill that void from in that room?
Well, performance-wise, for me, it was good. It was excellent. There was a little hiccup with the band, but that's minor things. So to me, it was good, and just waiting for the results now, waiting to see what happens, but the best man wins. And I mean, it's a competition. Everybody is in the competition to win. Everybody has a chance to win, so we just have to wait and see.
And I must say, Stunner, I would like to wish you all the best. And Senior, I know that Calypso is in safe hands, you know.
Thank you.
While I end, I would just like to recognize my boy over there, your boy as well too, that Sheldon Benjamin. He's a very advocate person in Calypso. That's gold. And I know he's wishing you every success. And we're getting ready to for Andre Donald. He'll be doing the interview with a veteran we see standing on the side of me. That's Croqueta. So, Stunner, once again, all the best.
All right, thank you.
I would like for you to continue carrying the cross for Calypso.
Yes, thank you.
And welcome back, friends. Thank you very much, Jester. Jester was speaking there with Philandi Jeffrey, known in the Calypso world as Stunner, and somebody who Well, I can't say he doesn't stun you, because if you're looking at him on screen now, as soon as you see him, you'd realize that he has his stethoscope and his white theater gong, so he probably getting to stun somebody in the theater. But the name Croqueta, I want you to take us back a bit before we get into anything. Croqueta, I believe I heard you say it has something to do with Cuba?
Actually, in Cuba, I studied for 6 years there. Qualified as a mechanical engineer, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in my first year of preparatory, where we had to learn the language, we Grenadians, about 40 of us, we decided what we miss our carnival, right? So we're going to have some fun. So we invited the other Caribbean island students to let's stage our own Dimanche Gras. And hence the name Croqueta, because there was a delicacy that was being sold made out of fish cake, like a fish cake, right? But cylindrical. And people love it so much, I said, just for kicks, I'll call myself Croqueta.
Croqueta. Because I know, I remember you saying that many, many years ago to me.
So that's where it came from.
Where all the young men gone? Where's that one gone to?
Well, it's a pity, because it should be playing right around the clock to help the young men. Because I remember a guy from GBSS talking about that song, Where the Young Men Gone. And he said, thanks to that song, he won the Island Skull. Because he said he wanted to come out and prove me wrong. That all the young men were not gone, there was still one studying hard.
But the one that I can't forget and is the one, the horse wouldn't drink at all. And I like the part in the song where you go like a horse. You remember that song, don't you?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
And
unfortunately, many people didn't understand the song. They thought I was singing about a real horse.
Yes.
But I was singing about students in school. They're not taking in other words, they're not drinking. So what can we do to help them to be more, attentive and to learn in school? The horse wouldn't drink.
Am I correct to believe here, Croqueta, that you have not been involved in competition for a while?
Oh yes, over 3 years, maybe 4 for the Dimanche Gras and so on. And that is because I was involved in writing a maths book, right? And it took so much of my time, I just couldn't write Calypso. Still then, my love for Calypso was so much that I wrote a Calypso to accompany the maths book.
Okay, so a story in the math that would teach the children through the Calypso?
No, it was a song, a Calypso, to promote the book, to show that it's different to the average maths book that is being sold through the Caribbean, with all the special features in that book. So more or less that was what the song was all about.
Songs. The Prescription. That is the song tonight. Tell us about it.
Ah, yes. Funny enough, the idea came from one of my sons. He said, because I always like to sing outside the box. You hear the horse wouldn't drink and some others. So when he told me, why not sing The Prescription? I said, but that sounds good. And that was all I needed. And I liken Grenada to this damsel that is in distress.
Mm-hmm.
She had to go to the doctor and get a prescription for all the problem. Because we refer to Grenada as she anyway, the gem of the Caribbean, Queen Grenada. So all the problem that damsel was going through, I compared it to what Grenada was going through at the time, right? So, in other words, the story of the damsel or the story of Grenada. And one of the big trials that Grenada has now, should we say one of the challenges, because, we had to stick to the theme, right? So, the challenges, with COVID-19, that's one of our main challenges.
Yes.
We have other challenges, as you well know. So I put all in one package and seek to address these words of Grenada in song. So each verse focus on one particular challenge. I don't know if you noticed, but the second verse is the one that really focused on the COVID-19.
COVID-19, yes.
Right. But I spoke also about unity, because if you want to build Grenada, you must be united. We can't be pulling and tugging here, one going here, one going there. So that's the idea behind the song, yeah.
And I'm wondering here now, why did I like the song The Horse Wouldn't Drink at All? Is it because you won the GUT Monarch with that song?
Yes. That was the first. The teacher decided to have their own competition. And we have some good Calypsonian teachers on board. But that gave me a little satisfaction, because I said, if I can beat them in GUT, they have to look out for the Dimanche Gras too. So I won that first Calypso competition, GUT Monarch.
And you did represent Grenada in St. Kitts in Carifesta. What year was that? Was it around 2000 somewhere?
Yeah.
1999, 2000 thereabouts?
Yeah, somewhere around 2003, I think, somewhere around there.
And what did you, did you perform calypsos at that time?
Of course, at that time I had Where the Young Men Gone. Eh?
Okay, yes, that was the year you did that.
And so I performed that song at Carrie Festa. Yeah.
Looking at the stage tonight, you're always a very confident person on stage, and tonight was nonetheless, you were that supreme, that confident person in charge of the stage. And one of the things I realized is that you seem to like white, because you're in white tonight, and I remember you on stage in a gong, and it's a white gong again. What's it to you and white?
Well, if you listen to the song, I presented myself as Dr. Croqueta. So this is my medical gong.
Okay, right. I did say that. So I was just wondering if you just have a passion for white.
Just coincident this time.
Croqueta, let me just take a minute and move away from the calypso. How's the church going? Because I know you're a very religious guy.
Yes.
How's that going? Are you a deacon now?
Yes, I'm a deacon.
You're a deacon. Church, yeah. Have you ever thought that maybe one day you'll go further?
Well, not as long as I'm married.
Well, these days things are happening. Different things are taking place.
Oh, yes, because there was a talk about married priests, so who knows?
Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what's going to happen? Yeah. But the faith is going good, and you're comfortable?
Definitely.
Any challenges at this particular point in time?
Anything that I do in life, by work and so on, I've been enhanced by being a deacon.
Final question for you in relation to the calypso. When you write your song, when you spoke of your son giving you the idea, the prescription, who did you run the prescription by? Who was the first person that you sang it to or hummed it to?
Well, my family, there are some good supporters. My same son, I asked him what he thought about the lyrics. You know, I have a son who won the Junior Monarch twice, and he won the Junior Soca Monarch also.
Really?
Oh, yes. Nathan is his name.
Nathan? Is that your son?
Of course.
I didn't know that Nathan was your son.
He made it to the finals of the seniors.
I remember Nathan. So what's he up to these days?
He cannot sing calypso. He's deep in medical school now.
Well, don't say that. He might just come out of medical school. When he finishes, he might decide, okay, fine, you know what? Let me take a break before I start with my first patient and sing a calypso.
But if you know anything he's involved with, he put everything into it.
Puts everything into it.
So his calypso might be a distraction for him at this time.
Well, I pray he does not have any distraction, because I would not want to have the wrong prescription from Nathan. Anyway, Croqueta, Raphael Johnson, thank you so very much for sitting and chatting with us, and we wish you all the best. Here's hoping that the judges will look favorable in your direction this evening.
I know I gave it my best.
Well, you did, most definitely. There was a lot of energy down on that stage there this evening. Take care of yourself, and God bless.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Okay, it is a fantastic evening here at the National Stadium, and as we have come to the end, we have seen some 10 Calypsonians on stage, 9 coming up against the reigning, that's Sean Niles, saw a serpent. 9 of them came up against him here this evening. And I'm going to be joined by Jester in a quick minute. And Jester, the first question I want to ask you, Jester, how did you think the show went this evening? Your first, and of course my first 2 virtual Calypso show. How was it?
Andre, I thought that it went along very smooth from our vantage point here. We have to realize the circumstances that would have brought us to that, you know, and well run off smoothly. Look, we finished in a very reasonable time, which should give people enough time to get back to their homes maybe before the 10 o'clock hour.
Did you think that the competition was really stiff? Did you think that we had good artists here this evening?
I really thought so, Andre. Based on the names that are involved in the competition, you have names like Young Song, you have Croqueta, you have Sheldon Douglas. Who else? Hold
the thought there, Jester, because I think we've just been given an indication that we need to go stage side. I believe the results are ready. Let's go stage side to find that out.
And we are back, stage side. We would like to call to the stage the Honorable Minister for Sports, Culture, the Arts, Fisheries, and Cooperatives, Honorable Yolande Bain Horsford, to present the crown and the winner of the Independence Competition 2021. I would like to call the following artists to the stage: Sheldon Douglas, Stunner, Young Sound, Sour Serpent. I'd like to call them to the stage, please. I'll repeat again. Can we get Stunner, Young Sound, Sour Serpent, and Sheldon Douglas on stage? Repeating once more, can we get Stunner, Sheldon Douglas, Sour Serpent, and Young Sound to come on stage, please? I see a few of the artists are making their way to the stage right now. So we await the presentation of the crown. We are still waiting on Sheldon Douglas and Sour Serpent to come to the stage. Thank you for joining us on this live. This will be the first time the Calypso competition has been on a virtual format. And I thank you so much for tuning in. It really means a lot, and you're really driving the lifeblood of this Calypso community in Grenada. All right, I see that everyone has made their way to the stage. So these indeed are the top 4 contestants tonight. I will begin calling them from 4th position. Scoring 80 points, Anthony Darius, Young Squad. Young Sound, sorry. Young Sound. Scoring 84.2 points. Placing 3rd, Sheldon Douglas. There are 2 more artists on stage. Who is the king? In 2nd position, with 84.8 points, Stunner, Finlandi Jeffrey. And the winner, retaining his Independence Calypso crown, Sean Niles, Sour Serpent, scoring 87.2 points. Congratulations to all the participants tonight. We now go to the stage for the presentation of the crown.
Yeah, serious song. I ready for that vaccine once they reach my requirements. Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca. I'm begging you one favor when you're making the vaccine for Grenada. COVID-19 is not not a big problem here. We have plenty thing, causing real despair. You see, I love my land to the bone, so I'm begging you, kill plenty birds with one stone. Please, I want you put something in the vaccine, so we'll go back to being proud. Whenever me anthem playing, there would be reverence in the crowd. Yes, I want you put something in the vaccine, so when Grenadians go to vote, only country first will be thinking, not no blinking party support. I want something in the vaccine to make us see farming as we backbone, together with small industries, cause tourism can't stand alone. I know we gon' make it, we just have to take it. If we really want to be more resilient. And Pfizer, if you do that for us, Dr. Kitty taking it first. We have to take the vaccine, but it must reach our requirements. Yeah? Wagiti, go take yours too. Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca. I'm hoping that this vaccine could really bring recovery to Grenada. We have symptoms that prove we were rather sick long before this COVID pandemic. We tried treatments to no avail, so I'm begging you, prepare one special cocktail. Please, I want you put something in the vaccine to turn public servants around. No more sick days and candy crushing that just pulling my country down. Yes, I want you put something in the vaccine, so we'll run behind local goods, and there will be a serious craving for local music, art, and foods. I want something in the vaccine, so we'll keep heroes flying high. None of them faces shouldn't be rotting by the road and no peace apply. I know we gon' make it if we only take it, and it will promote serious national growth. And Pfizer, do it for us fast. Bring a double dose for Tobias. We need that vaccine badly. Wagiti, you agree with that? People on the line, I could feel your vibes. I could feel your vibes. Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca. I heard it from a doctor with DNA. Could be changed forever. We are lucky to still have one final chance to boost up this nation's resistance. For my land, I will risk my neck, so I'm telling you, me I care about side effect. Please, I want to put something in the vaccine that would induce national pride. So this whole place will be teeming with patriots far and wide. Yes, I want to put something in the vaccine that would compel all Grenadians. Once we're talking about nation building, they come in with head, hearts, and hands. I want something in the vaccine to make all Grenadians see, to know where fast we'll be going without hard work and unity. I know we gon' make it, we just have to take it. My country today needs a change in DNA. And Pfizer, if you do that for we, you could choke up me whole Bamsi. All right, I am ready for the vaccine, but it must solve all our problems. Do you agree with me, the people on the live? All right, let me talk to the people on the live now. Let me talk to the people on the live. Thank you very much. Thank you, bandman. I just getting a beep on my phone. They say the live hotting up. Before I talk to the people on the live, I want to say thank you to the organizers for creating that platform for us to showcase Grenadian culture, Grenadian art. The judges, thank you for coming. But most importantly is the people, the Calypso lovers on the live, we must pay homage to. So no further ado, let us hear what the live is saying. And remember, we're streaming far and wide. Whatever I say here has nothing to do with me. It's what the live is saying. Somebody says, from Dominica, so make they put something in the vaccine so we love Caribbean culture. And we will pay homage to people like Singing Sandra. May her soul rest in peace. Another person says, so please to put something in the vaccine for the government and trade union, so they will stop fighting and help to rebuild this land. Another person says again, so make them put something in the vaccine to bring back arts festival. A nation without a culture cannot rebuild at all. And imagine we have somebody from Trinidad. He says, this vaccine all you're making should not just be for Grenadian. We all going through the same thing. There is a vaccine for the region. Excellent, he endorses it. Cam Jones, troublesome Cam Jones says, so put something in the vaccine to affect them politicians. Remember, is with us, they're working, and they should all help to rebuild this land. This land, you know, I love it, and I will die for it. That vaccine we need for Grenada to succeed. And Pfizer, that is what we want for our 47th birthday present. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Independence to you.
And well, there we've had it. And still, the Independence Calypso monarch of Grenada, Sean Niles, Jester Noel, Source Opened. He's done it again.
History has been created, Andre, because it's the first virtual Independence Calypso monarch, so his name will go down in history for owning that title.
And we dare say he had a very good performance, and unique as per usual. That is what we can expect, uniqueness from Sean Niles.
Oh yes, I really love the concept, actually. Put something in the vaccine, Andre. And the way he usually craft his songs, I mean, yeah, I must give credit to the way he really craft that, really, based on the concept.
In position number 2, Philandi Jeffrey, he placed second position. You okay with that?
Philandi. Yes, well, of course, Andre, first of all, I must respect the judge's decision, really and truly. You know, judging is always a subjective issue, man. It's,
You've been a judge yourself.
That's why I have to be careful of what I'm saying at around this time.
Did you ever sneak a point for somebody just there?
No. I judge on merit, Andre.
Okay. I'm just asking you. But all in all, a good show. I think that the viewers and, of course, the people who would have listened, the viewers and the listeners, would have most definitely enjoyed the production. It is something that is new, and people like Sharon Noel and the cameramen, they need to be complimented because everybody was working just off the hook, and trying to go with it as we went along, and that is really good. Tommy Matthew and his team, Sharon Noel and her team, Oliver and his team, Nazim. If I don't mention Nazim's name, he probably wouldn't put me on camera again ever, but I got to mention Nazim Benjamin. And every single person who made this a reality here this evening deserves to be congratulated. All the Calypsonians who took part in the competition, let us say kudos to them. Those of you, of course, there's always going to be one winner. And for those of you who did not place, let that not deter you. But as Jester will say, let it motivate you, correct?
Exactly.
And Jester, if you were to send a message to youngsters wanting to get involved in Calypso and realizing now that virtual shows may be something that is in, what will that word be? Finally.
That's a difficult question, you know, Andre. Based on how things has become, but I believe they should go back and look at artists, seasoned artists. For example, Alicia said that one of her mentors was Singing Sandra. May her soul rest in peace. She was really, really a veteran. So you got to look at some of who would have paved the way and create that good impression. You can learn from that as well, you know, the way you render and everything like that. So I believe that would be a good step in terms of for development of the art form.
Jester Noel, Andre Donald, I want to say again, thank you for viewing, thank you for listening. It has been superb serving you this evening. Take care. Until another time.